by Antonio Martinez, the Mexican judge.
9.5 from the judges, moving into second position.
Loving it, 111 on that dive. Had all 4 rounds together. Barnaba of Italy, 3:59.70.
Sorry.
He would have been first without that deduction yesterday, as I told you, Joey. So
he's been kicking himself. Man. Anyway, that's the way it goes. That's the rules.
So Heslop still leading the way with 3:65. Barnaba in second. Yolo Martinez in third. So Barnaba 8 to go of 12 men. Coming down to the wire. 4 remain. Carlos Gimeno. Love watching him dive.
Always exciting, right?
Just turned 35 on October 24th. Happy birthday, Carlos. He remains number 4 in the World Series point standings. Will most likely stay in that spot, which will, again, also secure his permanent diver spot for 2025. It's got to be a good feeling like any sport, right? It's like a quarterback position in football. Like you're the starting quarterback for next year.
Exactly.
Kind of relax.
You're not on the bench.
Well, you're not focusing on results anymore. You're focusing on how to get better physically.
I would just put him in the series with that new beard look he's got, you know, like just give him an automatic in. But let's talk about the dive. Let's get serious. This is a serious dive. Arm stand, back, 4.5 somersaults tuck. There's real-time heart rate. 34.
Whoa! Carlos Gimeno, did you see that? You see that water come back up?
Red miles of fire.
That was awesome.
Yeah, got that little mushroom cloud there on the entry.
Dave Kulturi, he's liking it along with Aiden Heslop.
That's how it.
Love it. I bet Kulturi's jealous of that beard that he's got rolling.
Oh, man. I live for those moments. I live for those reactions. Him and Guzman, they both have fantastic post-dive reactions. But there's a lot of, right? There's a lot going on in the mind before you do the dive. You always have that little bit of self-doubt. Can I do it? You know, will it turn out all right? Always nervous. You always feel relieved after the dive when you land safely, but when you perform the dive well, it's just such a rush. I miss that feeling of competing, actually. I mean, it was just... If I think about some of the best moments of my life, you know, when I dove in Hawaii, actually at King Kaikili's Leap, that was one of the best moments of my life, hands down. And fantastic scores for Carlos Gimeno.
9s across the board. He'll drop the high and the low, so he'll keep 3 9s. Gimeno shooting up into the lead with that 145 on the 4th round dive, 397.40. Carlos Gimeno leading the charge with 3 men remaining.
And that's his son up on that big screen there as well. Goes everywhere with him when he dives.
One for his boy.
We were talking about yesterday where he was keeping that picture.
The secret James Bond pouch in his bathing suit.
Wow. All top 5 finishes this season. Here we go. Konstantin Popovic making his way up. He will dive after Sergio Guzman. The dude works out like 23 hours a day. Even when he's walking up
on his holidays
platform,
yeah,
he's working out. All right, so Gimeno, see if he stays on the podium. Heslop in second, locking in the King Kaikili Trophy for 2024. Barnaba in third, and here is Sergio Guzman. We'll see if he listened to us earlier at breakfast, Joey.
Yeah, we will have a little
chat. The salsa dancer.
We said we miss the salsa dancing. Will he deliver?
So do some salsa dancing.
Or do we miss it?
We might have missed it.
They have their walkout music. Yeah, it's been and gone.
33 years old.
Yeah, digging the lobsters on the bathing suit.
Competed on the World Series since 2015. The stop marks number 41 since then.
If you want to actually move into third position, you would need 8.5 from the judges. So that high DD or degree of difficulty from Gimeno. Just give him a good lead.
Almost slipped off. Sergio Guzman dropping into the Sydney Harbor. Sitting in a great position coming into this final round in the top 3. That's the best for him this season in terms of coming into the 4th round. Crowd going nuts. Great fans on hand today, by the way, Joey. Friday we had over 2,000 people, 15,000 on Saturday. 35,000 folks today coming out to watch the world's best cliff divers, and there it is, getting it pumped up. So over 52,000 people.
Hey, we just missed it, that's all. Thanks, Sergio. Okay.
I'm glad we still have an impact on these guys, just a little bit, right?
I'll buy him a drink later. Well, I was interested, we were talking this morning, and we were saying, wow, it was pretty patchy competition, you know, some of the big guns missing their dives, and he was like, people think too much. I try not to think when I get up on the platform. Big jump off the platform. What I did notice in real time, I thought he was a little bit slow, so he definitely did a good job just holding on a little bit longer, kicking right up to that vertical point. He's been really, really consistent this season. I'd like to see him do a back 5 somersaults, hey? Come on, I'm just throwing it out there, Sergio. Add another somersault to the repertoire.
Look at that. He almost came all the way out of the water.
Hey, he almost karate chopped that safety diver. Keep your distance after the dive.
Hopefully the sharks in the harbor didn't see the lobsters on his budgies.
There's bull sharks in here.
Bull sharks.
They can get a bit chompy, but no, we do actually have a little shark net, so electronic pulses.
All right, so Guzman will move into 2nd place. Wow. We'll see if that holds on the podium with 2 divers remaining, but Carlos Gimeno right there, giving Sergio a hug, has guaranteed himself a spot on the podium. All right, so Konstantin Popovic, last year's King Kong Keeley Trophy winner. We caught up with him about his thoughts about this season and coming in to here at the final stop.
Of course, for me, my saddest moment of this season was the Boston stop. Basically, I had 1 competition less, you know. I just got 1 point there, or 2 points. So it was not really in my power to do anything there.
I mean, this guy, we talk about it. He's a machine. Konstantin Popovic. Now he knows that he can no longer win the King Kong Keeley Trophy. That now belongs to Aiden Heslop by virtue of his result earlier on. So the Romanian shark, there's Aiden. The Romanian shark said, I still want to win this final stop.
Yeah. Said
I want a high score. Yeah. Like, he still has these goals that he recreates. Like, I can't get the trophy, but I still can get the high score. I can still win this final stop.
Always determined. 2 wins this season. Looking for a 3rd. To put it into context, Konstantin will need 7.5 from the judges. This is an incredibly complex dive. Back arm stand, 3.5 somersaults, 3 twist pike, 5.8 DD.
Popovic, very uncharacteristic on that entry. Beautiful in the air, as always, but came in pretty hot there. Joey Zuber, and you can tell us why. It's a little shaken up.
Well, it's a little difficult to tell. I mean, sometimes when you're in the air, like, you feel things. Sometimes you can feel like you're a little bit too slow. And what can happen, you might feel like you're too slow and you might hold on too long. Perhaps that caused the over-rotation. No, but it looked like it came out about the right spot. And maybe just need to have another look. Beautiful arm stand position. Bends the legs here, pushes off. The first somersault, wrapping 2.5 twists. And he digs deep here. They're holding on. So yeah, he's definitely had some good rotation on the dive, and he's just overcooked it. He just stayed in that round shape. He really just needed to lift a little sharper, or perhaps come out a little earlier. And that meant actually he had a very powerful takeoff, but that's the way it goes. He gave it his all.
He's still guaranteed a top 3 in terms of the overall World Series points for this 2024 season, Joey. So no doubt, obviously, he'll lock in his spot for next season. 3:66.10. So Popovic will see the podium in second, but how about Carlos Gimeno in the #1 spot right there?
Yeah.
Wow, with his 3:97, so guaranteed silver. Now, Alexei Prigorov, final diver coming up. We have not seen him top seed coming into this final round, Joey. And he has had, as you mentioned earlier, a little bit of a roller coaster season, emotionally, mentally, physically, everything. And to see him podium in Antalya, Turkey at the last stop, seeing that confidence, just seeing him on the streets, talking to him the other day, he seems super confident. Now he has a shot at winning here in Sydney, to be the first of his career, by the way.
He's got a big dive here. Running takeoff, running 4 somersaults, 2.5 twists. If he wants to jump ahead of Carlos Gimeno to take the lead or take the win, he needs 7.5s on average from the judges.
Joey, he's earned podiums. This is impressive. In the Olympic Games, World Cup diving competitions, European Championships. He's earned medals there, and the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series. I don't think anybody's won that many different medals across all these different parts of the sport.
What an athlete. And the only Olympic medalist to be part of the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series as well, jumping up and down. With Alexei on the Gold Coast doing some training. We're working on this dive. It's very challenging to get the takeoff right with this running approach.
If he wins, he'll become the oldest first-time winner since 2009. That was back when his Andrei Ignatenko won.
Oh! Alexei Prigorov!
Could be it.
Whoa!
Come on!
Here we go, folks. Alexei Prigorov crushing the entry. The only ones with the power right now are the judges. Sitting down by waterside, Carlos Gimeno. The big deep breath going, here we go. Will I get bumped off?
Could this be Alexei Prigorov's first World Series victory? Wow, no holding back on this dive.
Little split of the legs. But boy, oh boy, did the dive go down a little bit short of vertical. He did a fantastic job pulling that water down, so it is a little bit short. And the judges will look at that. The arms above the head, stomping on the towel. You've really got to get that heel drive. A little bit of a slight split of the legs. Get some deductions there. But this will be a very, very nervous wait for Alexei Prigorov as he sneaks through the water here in Sydney. All we can do right now is wait.
Alexei, you are the winner. 7.5 from He's going to go way above that, but
Last diver.
the judges think.
5 judges weigh in. 124.55. It's a Prigorov party in Sydney. 4:05.80. He's done it.
The final stop on the Red Bull.
That is incredible. I mean, you just couldn't script it. This is not how you would have predicted
Let's take a look at this.
the competition to go. What a finale.
Prigorov, the oldest first-time winner since 2009 at 37 years old. Sends it, nails it, wins it. Wow. Sagai, just a good dude. 3 days ago, Joey, you and I were sitting down in an establishment having some food. Alexei walked by, joined us, hung out, had a great conversation. Takes 4 consistent dives to win. And Prigo from Ukraine got it done.
And he put himself in a much better position to re-qualify for next year's season. But we'll wait for the results of that. But here's his inward double half as the sun shines on day 1 in Sydney Harbour. That's the required dive round, the more simple, graceful dives. Round 2, the intermediate dive. And this took place yesterday, arms up and just drilling the entry. And as Trace Worthington says, it takes 4 consistent dives. Beautiful half in. He's gained a triple full. Worked really hard on those entries. Almost over-rotating. Held the line. Slicing his way through the water. Round 3 yesterday. This is the high degree of difficulty dive. Boom. 3 great entries. Back to back. But coming into today, the 4th and final round, of course, the conditions a lot different, a little cloudy, a little windy, but he held his nerve to win his first ever Red Bull cliff diving competition win. Great job, Alexei Prigorov. I'm so happy for him.
Alexei Prigorov of Ukraine wins the final stop of 8 in 2024. And he's standing by with David O.C. Waterside. Hey, guys.
Alexei.